Remember that my results are not typical. Do not blindly copy me, as that's a recipe for disaster. And lastly, remember that I do not invest money for my subscribers. All right. So we got a high of 134, low of 125. It's pushing up nicely so far. I'm going to start to prep some positions. We'll see if this thing can hold up its levels and continue, but it's right back down so far. WISA, LMFA, and MGOL are the three that I'm watching at right now. So we'll see, you know, slow and steady here. WISA, oh, my share size, not good. Jeez. It seems to be holding. Or maybe not. Where's the push through 35? Okay. All right. It's chopped me out right there. We got a high point 38. I don't remember the float being high, so it's moving a little funny here. Okay, there's a decent move. WISA seems to be the one here so far. $38. I'm back in 41. The spreads are all over the place here as it's pushing up, so we got to be quick with the trades. I'm going to try and hit it with some size, but we'll see if we get a proper pullback. High point is 44. My first entry was pretty good, but it literally chopped me out and, you know, sold off 5 cents or something, and then curls. More. Gotta be careful here in case it needs to lower lows. It's gonna be a high fill, but okay, let's see how it does. So watching for a new high day here. We got a high of 47. That was our pullback, so let's see how this does. Not quite. Still trying. How strong is it gonna be? It's holding high. Another couple of cents. Alright, we'll wait again for a proper pullback. Feel like it might be a little extended again. How low are we gonna go? 64. It's not dipping though. It's not dipping. At least not yet. I might take a high day entry here if it doesn't want to dip. Smaller size. I'm back in. It's not dipping. I might add here. Can we see a new high? Not a great trade as it didn't continue. So it's not dipping. You know, it didn't really break out there either. So what is it going to be here? Back down to 50, or is it going to try 65 again? It's going to try 65 again, but it's not decisive here. So I'm still on the sidelines. Watching for a proper pullback. Wow, that's a great bounce. That is a great bounce. It might go through the highs here. We keep watching. The low is about 56. Okay, not quite, not quite. I was thinking maybe a quick red to green right through new highs, but still kind of sideways. So it's giving it a sec again. Right now, just trying to trust the level 2 and price action in these areas for the dips. No, not quite. There's a bid here though. Yeah, there's a bid here. So are we gonna push back highs or is it just kind of still sideways? We gotta try to avoid losing trades here. 56. I'd love to see something more dramatic. I'm gonna go in and put a stop in place here. Just in case, so I'm not in out too many times. False breakout. Are we holding or Titanic? Back in, smaller size. Might be Titanic here. Gearing up for a bigger dip, but possibly. No, people are buying still. People are still buying. I don't know. It's hard to trust, but people are still buying. I'm gonna put a stop in place again. Okay. 55. We did see this type of thing on Friday too, where stocks aren't really pulling back a lot, you know? So it's still holding 55 for now. Are we going to break down here? 55. 55. Still holding. So I'm in a little higher though. Let's see. Even with smaller size, we've given back a fair amount there off the top, so easing it down. A breakdown and reclaim, of course, would be excellent. 55, 52, 50, 35. Jeez. I'll take the dip there. 36. Will we bounce? 45 at least. Yeah, it seems to be holding up. Decent trade, but yeah. How are we looking? How are we looking? Is it worth it? I don't know. Probably not. If it is, then this is the place to buy. But if not, then it's done, right? I think there's too much volume on the pullback. Switching gears, we have MGOL. MGOL moving up. Let's move on. Okay, Hive days at 170. We're currently at 166. Hive the last was 60. So I could either aim for a Hive day trade or a starter down there at 60, right? Depending on what it does. There's 67. There, well, there's a seller here. Let's see. Can we break this seller? There's some green. No, I'm not going to give this a chance to go down on me. It's holding up though, so I'll jump back in. Fluctuating a little bit. Can we see the moon? Come on, where are those bulls? A lot of fluctuation here, but it might take off. So I'm gonna watch again. There's a small seller 74, nothing crazy. A bid now at 68 area. But those orders looks like they're getting sold through. Volume is a little too high here on this pullback, so I might leave this alone instead of buying 60. Well, it was worth a shot. Didn't go. You know, I was ready to get involved. But back down. So I'll be on the sidelines waiting. Waiting patiently. For those of you watching on YouTube, guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up. I don't even think I'm live on Facebook, but we are. Yeah, I don't think so. We probably could actually start that up right now. The Facebook live stream. I see there's an image of of the Titanic there in Discord. Hey, Crispy man, if you're watching on, you know, you gotta send us some pictures of the views in chat later on today. Crispy trades on vacation. Although I don't know if he took his traveling setup. Maybe he did, right? Probably still taking a few trades. Maybe. Yeah, so right now I'm just waiting. I'll keep an eye on the scans. Let me see if you guys are watching at anything. WISA. WISA. Is it worth looking at? It's pulled back here. Maybe if it curls up over, well, I don't know. For me, I need to see like 250 again. It's early, right? It's early. This one halted down. So waiting patiently, just on the sidelines here. So we traded WISA, you know, watching for new high of day entries, right? We traded the pullback area at 55, although not great. We had one winning trade, and then paper hands didn't really hold properly, and then it came down. And that's what I talk about, over trading the consolidation for myself. I was up 700 already, so I gave back $200, you know, fumbling those trades right there. I got to try to eliminate getting back in so many times. You know, still seeing some of the same issues. MGOL curling up slightly. We got LMFA curling up slightly. Although MGOL might be closer to high of day. Can this 5-minute candle end as a green doji? It might. You know, maybe I take a starter here. I'm gonna take a starter 65. Really small size though. Not any big size yet. I'm gonna size up if it gets over 70. Can this red candle on the 5-minute close as a green doji? It has to close at like 69, 68, I think. Is this just a losing trade? It looks like it is. Let's cut it. Let's cut this trade. The spread is opening up, coming down. IBRX, ENTB, APPP, LAPP, TWST, HCDI. So there's a few getting called out. Discord. Yeah. LAZR as well was mentioned. Time 9:45 a.m. Right now it's time to be patient, time to wait. Will we see something else? LMFA is honestly looking decent. Like, is it worth a shot here? Is it worth a shot here? I might take an entry here. Couple cents, LMFA, couple cents. It seems like it's holding. Okay, I'm gonna size up. Let's size up and kind of 23. Let me pull it up here. Might miss a few trades, but we gotta be quick about it. Okay. Yeah, it's holding up. This is holding up, I think. So tight stops here for me. Looking for a couple cents at a time. Going up in size. Okay. And the halt up is at 31. Nope. Jeez. I missed that trade right there. You blink, I closed my eyes for 2 seconds. Jeez. I'm gonna hold this into the halt as best as I can. Come on, talk to me nicely here. Do I just need to take my 2 cents? You know what? Probably do. If this pulls back, I'll size up aggressively though. If it like pulls back big, like let's say down to 20. Oh, see, there's 22, 22. I don't want to take aggressive size high. Okay, good. So not any super huge, but 4,000, right? 4,000, respectable size here. Titanic, son of a gun. Well, there goes what I thought would have been a good trade. Bigger loss. Well, it is under the context of not being above Hive Day, so I guess, it is a little weaker, but come on. Good thing I didn't go to full size. I didn't go to full size because I took one of the entries high already. So it's like, okay, you know what? Let's just do moderate size. Look at this thing, man. Getting halted down. Again, it's the same type of setup that I love to see, right? Which is we had a lot of resistance here at 19, 18. When we pull back into this area, can we hold up the VWAP? It just sinks right through. And again, I'm losing big on this setup. I love this setup, but losing big on it the last couple times I took it. So maybe I stop taking it until it starts to work again. All right. What is this now? Like $1,500 in losses over the last like 5 times I took it, or 4 times? Not even that many times. Yeah, so that was a disaster of a trade. Hold on. Well, that puts us back to small green. 260 on the day. As we know, the losses are not personal, right? If we take a quality trade, and it doesn't work, that's just part of the deal. MGOL. You know, I always say it though, when the stocks work, we'll make money. Why? Because we'll be 4,000 in at 20, and it goes back to 30 where it should go, or at least where I think it should go. And you know, maybe we make anywhere from 200 to 400 on the trade if it gets halted up, especially 36 or whatever it was. But when the stocks don't work and they fail, like this one just did, you know, I'll probably get caught. So I didn't size down for that pullback. I sized up, thought it was good. So you know, even in that sense, I kind of broke a rule, right? So right now we're just kind of waiting around, watching GSIT. So continuation stocks have just not been the name of the game. Like a stock could hold up well in after hours, and then the next day it's just sideways and down, no volume. Like no one cares anymore. But you know, hopefully the time comes around where you know it's day number two, day number three of a move. We haven't really been seeing it the last 2, 3 months. It's just been on to the next stock. Is that it? Is that it for the day? For this early morning? What was that? ORMP. I'll take a look at that one as well. Is the float on this one lighter? What's the percentage? 31. Let's come on down and see. If the float is not on the lower side, I don't know if I'll get involved. Where the heck is it? It looks decent so far. Let's get it up on a level 2. Yeah, it's moving alright. LMFA looks like it's Titanic to the depths. Is this a good pullback? Potentially. 36 million. Potentially. I'm gonna throw out a starter of really small size. I see that the lows are at 67. This is just to get my feet wet. And we'll see if it does move, right? But I want to be careful of a bigger 5-minute pullback here as well. Seems like it does have a small spread here at times. Okay. I want to be patient here. Looks like we're coming down some more. Low 65. So we made a new low below the low of this pullback. which was 67. Okay. Jeez Louise. This is a nice setup here. Seems like the volume just kind of came into it though. WISA, we'll see. Oh, we see a new high. 84. Come on. 90. 90. Oh, not quite. Can we see the break of 90 here? Fair fill. There's actually some decent buying coming in. Maybe it needs a sec. I probably should have held that actually. Now that I'm thinking. It might not come down again. In which case I'll be buying high. Yeah, I shouldn't have sold that yet. So can we see the move through 90 here eventually? 80, 88, 89, 89, 90, 92, 93. Slow and steady. Yeah, I should have held that trade. I could have been selling it here and looking to get back in. The halt up is at 456. 87. Can we hold? 91. 5 days at 94. No new high right there. I want to see it pull away. Mm-hmm. Come on. It's struggling. There's a small bid here. We'll see how it does. $85. Can we hold these levels? Get back over 90. Or do we need to see something bigger? I like it here, so I'm going to hold it. I feel like this is a pretty solid green candle. Well, the candle just ended. Let's see. It's a little spready at times, so it's tricky to tell what it wants to do. Where are those bulls? Where are those bulls? We're at the green going crazy. Seeing some big trades there. I wonder if I'll be buying it back too high, man. Because it has this spread, so it's like if I'm in high, it has to go. So it's like my odds of there being a winning trade on the breakout is kind of lower. So, what's it gonna do here? Let's get this in frame. We have to not go red or flat even. No buying whatsoever. The selling pressure is also not really increasing, but we could see a pullback. WISA, maybe over 37 and 40. What was this pivot? 39. Although I don't know how I feel about stocks below VWAP. The other one just failed miserably. LMFA. Or let's say the break of the VWAP. I don't want to be taking that same trade for a loss. But I'll watch it if it's good. I can, smaller size, mitigate the risk. ORMP, just waiting patiently. It seems like it might have held up 85. Waiting patiently. I'm still using very small share size too these days, which is not great. But on a stock like this, I can't see myself doing it. This one is not smooth, it's not clean enough for what I like. WISA, is gonna keep increasing and try to push some more, but this one here, man, here we are back down again. Maybe it breaks down and reclaims. Pastor. Well, I'm exiting I'm exiting the trades within seconds because that's my edge. That's my style, right? So know that there's different ways to trade, right? There's different ways you can trade where you can hold a stock for months, maybe years. Some form of longer swing trades. Then there's investing. Some people are day trading, but they're holding for 30 minutes at a time, maybe an hour. It all depends. If you're holding for an hour on all the stocks today, then you're probably red because most of the stocks they sold off. So we had a low of 76. I don't even know how. I mean, it's healthy to see another pullback here, but a little skeptical. I need something obvious for the bottom. It might need to pull back more. We've had 67 before. That could be a better area. WISA, is this it? It's fighting, it's trying. If it gets over 40, I'll be in. Tight stop, small size. 36, 36 on the ass, 35, 36, 36, 37, 38. I wonder if it'll squeeze or if this is just getting ready to reject. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I'd say a slow morning as well. You know, we can view the glass as half empty or half full. Um, you know, so we have to choose as individuals how we want to look at things. You know, we can look at it on the brighter side or we can take away the worst from it, right? So here we are pulling back. Will this break below 70? We got a low now, 73. Again, WISA. There are some sellers here though. Is this easy to borrow? Can't tell. For WISA. We are holding up. So far we're seeing a bottoming wick here on ORMP. We are seeing a bottoming wick. Maybe that was the low. There's 2 minutes left and the volume is pretty light, so that might have been the low. Maybe. I'll take a starter here. It's a little higher, but you know, small size again. I think it could be a good area here. I mean, what is it, 6 cents off the lows. And there's only a minute and 30 seconds to the new candle. This is where in a candlestick we usually start curling up. So, you know, let's see what it does. I'm willing to add to it too if it goes lower. Averaging, and then, you know, I'll have a stop in place, of course. But can I hold this to high of day? You know, if it's really strong, it's only a couple hundred shares, but you know, it could still give something if the stock, you know, gives a nice move. Still could make 50 bucks. When I was working at Amazon, it took me 4 hours to make 50 bucks, right? Or 3 hours or something. 35, WISA trying and not really getting up there again. 30 seconds left in the candle. At this point, I'll adjust my stop, being that we've pulled up a little bit, but you know, stopping out flat. It still, maybe still wants to come down some more. Opportunity costs always red to green, but you'll be back, man. You're not missing much anyways. GSIT. I might take one more entry here on this thing. Maybe not. Where are we at in the day? 412. Oh, there's a spread that came in. My share size is really low too. Shit. Not good. Ah, I forgot my share size. So that was a breakdown and reclaim. I didn't add to it. Come on, come on, come on. Seems like it's stall. I'll get back in. It seems like it's stalling out though. I get back in here if we can see a lot of buyers. I actually expected that, man. That's not great that I didn't use bigger size there. That is not great. It looks like it might mean business here. All right, let's get dialed in. Come on. No, no big rip through 90 again. Okay. Am I hesitating here? Is that what this is? No way. No way, Jose. Let's see. So, can we see something a little bit more dramatic here, though? On the pullback. 91 to 83, 8 cents. Is this it? That might be it. So I'm in higher again. But okay, let's see what it does. The other one seems like it's moving here. Take me to the moon. Take me to the moon. '81. Oh, there's a spread again. I gotta watch out or else I'll get filled on the ask eventually here. The other one is back down already. Time 14:30 seconds. Come on, take me to the moon of $4. Take me to the moon. We haven't seen a big bid once, and here we are at lows again. These pullbacks are killing me these days. Dave, a 30-minute hold kind of guy. This is what I say, right? As long as we're able to get it done, green is green, man. Whether it's 5 seconds, 1 second, 5 minutes, 50 minutes, if it can equate to consistency. What I know, this is the only thing I know, is that I'm up $400 here within an hour, right? That's how I look at it. Other people will look at it in a different way, which is okay. I know at Amazon I have to work a couple days well to make $400, right? So right now I'm just waiting. We had a low of 80, which maybe is the bottom now. I thought a bigger pullback might have been coming, being that we weren't curling, but here we go. Well, we see something here. We got to be patient, though. We have to be patient, right? Give the stocks a chance. Titanic. No green coming in. To the depths. What are the odds that we pull back to 667 and then bounce? Maybe, but I don't trust it. Will it? There's a buyer there. Small size, though. Double bottom. It's such a small buyer. But it's still here, right? 67, 66. Are we going to surge back 77, 78? $0.02 stop. Or am I just wasting my time here with this trade? What's it going to be? Where's the green? No green coming in. No green. No green. To the depths. Some more. Okay, yeah. Okay, what time is it? It's 10:17. Is it time of day to get out of here? Right? I don't know. This momentum, man. It seems like we're getting back to that slow momentum. This is what it's looking like. Oh man, this is what we don't, it's part of the deal of the hot cold cycle of trading, but maybe there's something coming though, right? Let's say 10:30, 11:30, 12. I'll be around till 12 today. So even if I end the live stream at like, 10:40 or something, I'll be here watching, waiting, or just around, I'll have my charts open at least. So if something starts to move, we can get involved. Australia. If anyone is from Australia, what broker are you guys using? Most people overseas are using CMEG. CMEG, commission-based broker. They do have a lot of fees. That's the trade-off, to be able to trade, without having 25,000 for the PDT limit. Short Trader, I thought Short Trader was I think Short Trader might be finished, if I remember correctly. WISA again. I think Short Trader had some problems a few years ago, but maybe I'm mixing it up for something else. It's always risky, man. Having money overseas, or it's a little risky. Like I can go to a Thinkorswim branch, TD Ameritrade branch, right? They have those. WISA seems to be holding for now. Come on, cover, cover. Short sellers, cover. Good. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen when I can. Well, I didn't know I hit 43. They gave me 44. Think or swim. We might need a bigger pullback. I'm not gonna size up if it dips down like I did on the other one. Not to like overcompensate or anything like that, but I'm just gonna take small size and just see what it does. I can always get more aggressive as it continues to push. 5 days all the way to 268. So normally I would buy if this dips down to 40. Nope. I'd buy bigger size, but I'm not gonna do it. Can we get this break of 50? We bought up most of the sellers already. 47. Do we need more pullback? Actually, let's hold here. Let's hold. Now take me to the moon of 50. Take me to the moon of 50 here. The moon of 50. 250, right? Just a couple cents. Relentless trader isn't asking for a lot here, right? All he needs is a couple cents. And he'll be satisfied with the trade. I'll add back at 50 though, because I think it can push if it gets over 50. Come on. For those of you who are in MMU, when you guys review this and study, just pay attention to where I'm buying based off of how the tape is moving once we do drop off the levels, right? That's where the entry is. But you have to be trying to buy before everybody else buys, right? So right here, do we need more pullback again? So I'll be back out. Okay, no problem. I'll just take the 1 cent and I'll wait. I'm still okay with buying at 50, so even if I miss, getting back in here, but I think we could see a bigger pullback. And I'll have to make sure it's not failing. Well, it looks like it might be. This is too much. I'm not going to touch this. Maybe it does rip back up, but... So, you ask why would I sell at 45? Well, the low of this pullback that we're seeing here is 44. And it's like, okay, we could see this type of bigger drop. I don't need to be getting caught in this, right? So it did bounce back, so this is good. If it can hold above 40, maybe I take an entry again. I'll take an entry. Let's see what it does. Tight stop. Titanic. 38. Okay, I'm going to try and give it a chance. We're not going to see it hold up. If it holds above 40 at where we have the resistance, I wouldn't mind getting back in, but it looks like it's still having some trouble. A little big for the pullback too, right? So maybe we could have avoided that trade there, but that's all right. Oh, it's showing ads. I'll have to check. That's interesting. Maybe I clicked a setting or something. It hasn't been showing ads before either, which is interesting too. These videos, they have ads turned on, usually since like the beginning of time. There was I think I asked this once throughout all the years, like, did you guys see ads? People said yes, so I assumed it was like a normal thing. And then what I do after the live stream is finished, like I'll place the ads every because the live streams are long, like 2 hours, right? So I place ads either every 20 minutes, 15 minutes, or every 30 minutes, just depending on the length of the stream. Because sometimes we just do an hour, right? What I try not to do is put it like every 5 minutes or something like that. Like that's too much. Some people do go crazy. They put the ads like because we can choose where we want to put the ads, right? Like after a transition or something like that. Some people will skip the ads. Most people do because they're not interested in what's going on. Sometimes you might watch it. There are the ads that they force you to watch, 15-second ones. And then 50% of you guys have ad block, so you don't see any ads anyways. It's interesting because 50% of all YouTube users have ad block, and ad block is provided by Google, which owns YouTube. But they haven't decided to remove ad block. They've always kept it there. So they're missing out on 50% of revenue from YouTube. But I don't know if it's like a strategic thing that they're doing. I personally have YouTube, what is it called? Premium. I I never had it, but then I tried it and then I realized like, yeah, I never want to see an ad again. So courtesy of relentless trading, right? But those ads are like there's some that they pop up on the screen, they come up top, like it's like back in the days, like when you first had a PC, like there's ads everywhere. Like if anybody's still using AOL for an email service, if you open up AOL and then open up Google side by side, Gmail, you'll see the difference in the ads. Like it's ridiculous. Yeah, I think I might be done here. Again, I want to stick around till like 12, but I mean, we'll see. We'll maybe give it another 20 minutes. This is just unbearable momentum. So when it's hot, we really have to cherish those days, man, even if we're not green, because then, days like this come around and then the momentum is slow. Poor Danny, man. Poor Danny. I don't even know the guy, but he's being mentioned a few times here over the last couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to join the Discord if you're not already acquainted and or familiar with it. It is the chat room that we have here in the community. Not only is it a chat room, but it's a place where we can do audio calls as if we're on a cell phone. We can do video calls, and we can also screen share. So you can go over trades with different people who are trading similar to you, get feedback, stuff like that. It's a great place to be. You can also post links and you can post screenshots as long as you're upgraded to the blue member, right? Which is free, right? It's free, so you guys can check it out. The Nightbot is posting the link every few minutes here in the YouTube stream. It's the place to be. Right now we have a few MMU members watching on. So I'm also sharing my other screens, right? I have more than one monitor, of course, as you guys know. I still have this other monitor down here that I have not set up yet. Maybe I think it's overkill and I probably never needed it. I don't know. We'll see. If worse comes to worse, I can always just do a giveaway or something. Send it out there to one lucky trader, right? Somebody who's looking to start their setup or something, newer to trading. Most of you guys probably already have a few screens and stuff like that, but so here we are curling up. We had a low of 61 for ORMP. We got WISA also curling up a little bit. Again, we want to see that one through 250. I'm more interested in WISA. I feel like it's a smoother one out of the two. Kitty getting it done, man. So shout out to Kitty. And of course, it's data screen shares coming very soon because we got to make sure that these profits are verified and legit. So, and this is something for those of you who are not in Discord, right? When you do come to Discord, this is the new policy, right? It's like the unwritten rule that's there. Everyone is guilty until they prove their innocence. Of course, here in the court of law, it's the opposite, right? But because this financial space of trading is so, saturated with fake people and scammers and stuff like that, we've had a few of those people in this Discord already that we have to suss them out, right? And then as soon as we caught whiff of them, we have to, they have to go walk the plank and we went to the depths. So everyone will face the same type of judgment. If you start to put, and it's up to you as the individual, do you want to share your P&L? You don't have to, and if you don't, nobody will ever tell you anything. But if you do, the day will come where you'll have to show your screen if you want there to be any sort of legitimacy behind you and your name, right? If not, any people will just look at, yeah, look at this guy, but who cares, right? Nobody knows what he's doing. Now, some people might argue it shouldn't have to be that way, and I understand that point of view. But again, it's this way because people exploited that other perspective, right? Hey, I'm up 50K, and then they can't show something as simple as their screen. The excuse that they'll come up with some nonsense. Before you know it, they tell you, hey, my internet, today's the last day. I didn't pay my internet bill. My internet is gonna go off, so I can't show you my broker. That's the type of nonsense you start hearing. Like if you're in second grade or something, right? I mean, the stuff that I've heard, man, it's crazy. But anyhow, people have been pressured. We've heard things like, yeah, I'll come back and show statements. We've never, to this day, we're still waiting on statements from some people, right? So to the depths they went. And as you guys know, even with the moderators here, if the moderator is to ban somebody, it's as if I've banned them. So there's no going back. It's just to the depths. So Big Steve is always watching, right? Dash is always watching. These guys are always keeping an eye out. Marcelo, Crispy. So I'm still waiting for break of 250 here. I got my hands right over the buy button. WISA. I should probably pull it on the screen here. Here we go. It's trying. I think if I get one nice breakout here, 49. Uh-oh, not good. There's a seller that came in there. It looked good for a half second and then immediately no good. I tell you, man. Worth a shot though. We had 54, looks like it's about to push 58, and then immediately back down. Mondays have been a little slower though compared to Tuesdays and even Wednesdays sometimes this year for me. GSIT. I've been watching WISA, which is back up again. And then back down again. It's all over the place. Did I look at this earlier? I think I did. WISA isn't selling off though, so like what's going on here? Do we have some sort of manipulation? Yeah, I thought this might have bounced up, but it's such a weird way. Halted up there, like volume, resumed. Looks like it's choppy though. Just one big green candle here. So WISA, it's still fighting. but the downside risk is high. The downside risk might even be greater than the upside potential right now. So I'll just be watching on from the sidelines until we can see something stronger or let's say better here in this move up, because we can still get back to 268 and continue to make new highs. So patience right now, just waiting slowly and steadily. Small buyers coming in, 51. We got sellers at 53, 43,000 shares. That's the biggest seller. And when I say this, I'm always referring to the biggest buyer or seller at that price point or level. So far, so good right there. Is there a hidden seller, 55? Seems like that might be the case, potentially. Low of the last, 46. Low before that, 41. They've added back. Nope. So waiting still. We might see a bigger pullback here. There's an order here that's added back. Usually it's a good sign, but still pretty small, all things considered. Is GSIT worth an entry here for break of 6? I haven't been trading it. Haven't been looking at it either. Another bid is here at 50. WISA. They're adding to the position, so I'll try it again. Come on, talk to us nicely here. We haven't even encountered the hidden seller yet. Come on. It might need more pullback, it's a possibility. I don't like to hold these trades here super long, because it is still a breakout bailout type of trade. And we are pretty high up. So we'll see if it needs some new lows. That bid is still there, of course, at 50, but not quite the reaction I would want to see with volume to the buy side. So I'm waiting again. GSIT, is this a decent place for a starter? I wonder. Maybe it is. But how's the 5-minute candles looking? Yeah, it's not looking the best. 5-day volume on red candles.